Jai Hind to all of you. I am Dr. Himani Garg, working as professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Akgec Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I am going to discuss about wireless local loop. That is an important topic in wireless communication. My slides will include about wireless local loop, its working. Now coming to the topic of wireless local loop, it is a telephone network. A wireless local loop is a generic term for an access system that uses a wireless link to connect subscribers to the local telephone station in place of conventional copper wire. So, in general telecommunication system, we use a copper cable to connect the various users. Now, rather than using a copper cable, if we are connecting the users wirelessly, then the connection will be called wireless local loop. In fixed wireless access, now what is this access? This is the end point of the network where the user can access the network. Now when we talk about fixed wireless access system, the wireless local loop is popular. Wireless WLL is also called fixed wireless local loop. The function of WL is to make primary access to the local telephone station using wireless link. Means we are connected to the communication center without a wire, then it will be called wireless link. As you can see in this diagram, this is the wireless local loop. You can see here there are the different diagrams shown here where a wireless telephone exchange is there and there is a home and there is a cable. These are the cable loops and here there is an antenna that shows that there is a wireless link between the different users. Now in this also you can see this is the telephone. This is the exchange is there, PSTN network, switching office is there, BSC station is there, BTS is there. Now ultimately this BTS is connected with this exchange or telephone network, but these users are connected wirelessly, forming a wireless local loop. So there is no need to join these connection by a copper cable. Rather than this, they are connected wirelessly. Such type of connection will be called wireless local loop. Ultimately, we are connected to the PSTN. There are two main components. One is narrowband WLL, another is broadband WLL. Narrowband WLL offers a replacement for existing telephone services, whereas when I talk about broadband, it provides high speed to voice and data services. So in the case of broadband WLL, both voice and data services are possible. So WLL can handle high data traffic in the local loop system. We are calling this as a local loop. Within this network, this is a local network, and rather than being connected to the so many things, this is a local connection is there. So it provides high data connectivity. How it works? WLL, which stands for wireless local loop, connects subscribers to the PSTN using radio signals as a substitute for copper cable. We have seen in the earlier slides also that rather than copper cable, here we are having wireless link for all part of the connection between the subscriber and the all or part of the connection between the subscriber and the switch. WLL in homes, offices or even boats connect with wireless system in a manner similar to that of CDMA cell phones. So you can compare the system of WLL to that of CDMA. You can see here a general wireless local loop setup is there. Here we are having telephone central exchange is there. This is PBX exchange, then it can be connected to the satellite, and here we are having the radio base repeater. Here is the radio base repeater that is giving the wireless link. Here we are having its antenna is there. There is having antenna. Through this antenna wirelessly we are connected with the antenna of this house. These houses we are connected with this, as well as pay telephone booths are also connected wirelessly rather than through wired connection, all forming wireless local loop. And within a home also we are provided services like fax, telephone, modem. These all remote subscriber services can also be provided wirelessly. So this whole connection is called wireless local loop. This is the same type of example shown again here. The switching center is there, means you can directly see here this switching center is connected with these users wirelessly. We are connected with this office, residence or this wirelessly, because in between the base station is connected through the wireless link. Now, the access technology, the important thing in, as we are here, this is the last part of the network where we are accessing the main basic network. So, how we are accessing them? The various technologies that are used in WLL are FDMA. We are all clear about FDMA, that is frequency division multiple access, in which the frequencies are divided into different frequency slots, and every user is provided a different frequency, and every user can access the network at different frequency. In code division multiple access, every user is provided with a different code, or a pseudo random code is there that is not overlapping with others. So that's why all can send at all frequencies at all times either a particular code. Time division multiplex, where accessing system is divided on the basis of time. Every user is given a particular time and they can access the network. And the one being used in India is CDMA. For wireless local loop, we are using CDMA in India. Now, what are the features of this WLL? It is better quality of service, compatibility with other cellular technologies, and scalability. We can increase or decrease the number of users anytime, so it is scalable. Now, how this is a general term. Wireless local loop is a general term where the users are connected wirelessly with the base station ultimately. Now, what are the categories of implement? How we can implement them? One is by using analog cellular, digital cellular, PCS. This term will be again used again and again. PCN and PCS, that is personal communication network, denoted by PCN, and personal communication services, denoted by PCS. Digitally enhanced cordless telephone communication service, also called DECT. Proprietary implementation, local multi-point distribution service, LMDS. Multi-channel multi-point distribution service, that is LMDS. So you can see here we are having the base station is there, this is IP router is there, and all users are connected through this connected to the core network wirelessly. This is an example of airspan point to multi-point wireless broadband system. Now, coming to the first implementation, that is the analog cellular. The terms that come under this are advanced mobile phone system, AMPS system is analog cellular system, Nordic mobile telephone system, NMT, total access communication system, TACSS. These all come under wireless local loop analog cellular systems. And the limitations of these are capacity and functionality. Here again you can see the same type of diagrams are again and again. Here you can see exchange, inter-exchange center is there, central office is there, and customer located equipment is there. So this is connected to ISP, the remote, and this is the local loop where you can see they are connected, all these things are connected, remote nodes are connected wirelessly as well as connected to the ISP, and customer located equipment is there. Digital, all of you are familiar with digital cellular system. Here we talk about GSM, huge enhanced TDMA, TDMA, and CDMA, code division multiple access. These are the terms that are used for wireless local term loop in digital cellular communication, and the benefits are wide availability, functionality, and capabilities. PCS and PCN. PCS incorporates elements of digital cellular and cordless standards as well as radio frequency protocols. These all protocols are used in PCS and PN. It offers low mobility wireless service using low power antennas. So the antennas used in PCS or PCN technology are low power antennas, and they provide low area connectivity, small area connectivity, and these are lightweight, inexpensive, and handsets are being used. PCN is a city communication system with far less range than cellular. In cellular system, the whole area is divided into cells and each cell is having its own base station. So when we talk about cellular technology, then the area is huge. The area is huge and that area is divided into cells. But when we talk about wireless local means we are talking about a small area. So the technologies that are used for small areas, here we will be talking about wireless local loop. So PCN is a city communication system with far less range than the cellular. Cellular can cover huge area. PCS has the advantage of being designed specifically to provide WLL by public wireless operations. Now DECT term is very importantly that is being used, the cordless phones that we use. There is a base station, that is the and one is the handset, another is the base station where our cordless phone gets charged. So this technology also forms the wireless local loop, and DECT stands for cordless telephony, was originally developed to provide wireless access within a residence. Obviously, we all are familiar with cordless technology and we use it in our homes, where we are able to talk within our premises or in our house by connecting to the base station, that is with a particular handset. DCT is considered WLL when a public network operator provides wireless service directly to the user via this technology. So DCT is considered wireless. This technology will be called wireless local loop if it is the service provider is providing wireless services directly to the user through this technology. Although DCT does not appear to be ideally suited for rural or low density application, it has some significant advantages in medium density to high density. So in some cases it can provide services to medium and high density areas. Cordless has advantages in terms of scalability and functionality. So we can increase the number of users, or we can have the more number of functions can be there. As compared to cellular technology, DCT is capable of carrying high levels of traffic, provided better voice quality, provides better quality, and can transmit data at higher data rates. The microcell architecture of DCT, as the range of the DCT is very less, so the cell or the range formed by the DCT is small, so it is also called microcell. Architecture of DCT allows it to be deployed in smaller increments that more closely match the subscriber demand with reduced initial capital requirements. So whenever the user want to have less capital and he want to provide a network within small area, then he can go for this DCT type of technology that comes under wireless local loop. Now when we talk about LMDS, local multi-point distribution system, here you can directly see from the name itself says, here we are having local multi-point. Point is 1 and it is providing transmission to so many users. So this type of point-to-point wireless link is called point-to-point transmission is there, that is called LMDS. Now when we talk about multi-channel multi-point distribution system, multi-channel, the number of channels and more, and the distribution system will also more. MMDS is a broadcasting. When we talk about the term broadcasting, means a message that can be transmitted to so many users, that is broadcasting, and communication service that operates in ultra high frequency. The range here is ultra high frequency portion of the radio spectrum between 2.51 to 2.7 gigahertz. So this MMDS works at 2.1 to 2.7 gigahertz. MMDS is also known as wireless cable, right? In MMDS, a medium power transmitter is located within omnidirectional broadcast antenna. So whenever we have to transmit our data to broadcast our data, then we make use of omnidirectional antenna. So here in MMDS, broadcast services are there. So here we are using the broadcast antenna at near or the highest topological point in the intended coverage area. So wherever the coverage area is there, where the highest point is there, we will be applying the antenna, omnidirectional antenna there. The workable radius can reach up to 70 miles in flat terrain. So if we talk about the flat terrain, then the area can be around 70 miles. Fixed broadcast wireless technology is similar to LMDS. In the first slides also, we had discussed about fixed wireless LL, then we discussed about narrowband WLL, then broadband WLL. So fixed broadcast wireless technology is similar to LMDS. Can transmit video, voice or data signals at 1.5 to 2.5 Mbps, 2 Mbps downstream and 320 kbps upstream. So this is the data rate. You can see the diagram here. So here we are, the main important point here is MMDS modem is there. MMDS modem, we are connected through the it can be connected through the LAN, and different devices can be there. Here you can see this is the station is there. It is connected wirelessly through this antenna. This omnidirectional antennas are there. Here it is connected to the hub equipment, internet, carrier network and the hub. They are connected to this antenna, and ultimately it is providing multi-point services to the users wirelessly. Advantages of this system are high signal strength, cell size is large, less cost than LMDS, larger wavelength, and the disadvantages include physical limitations that the area covered will be depending upon the height of the antenna and all. So now we have covered so many technologies that are based on WLL. You can see that in the case of wired links, we have to install all the infrastructure, we have to lay the wires, copper cables have to be laid, or the optical fiber has to be laid. But when we talk about the small area and we have to provide the services at a very high rate, high data rate, high speed, then we make use of wireless local loop within a particular area. The cost of wireless equipments is less, installation is easy, and they have good scale of installation. So these are the advantages of WLL. So these are the references that I have followed. I hope you must have understood about wireless local loop that comprises of so many installation technologies are there. And thank you for listening.